As a record number of Americans remain hospitalized, there is no community or corner of our nation safe from the reach of the virus. Detailing the spread of COVID, these White House Coronavirus Task Force maps, obtained by NBC News, show the explosive growth of the virus. Top officials warn current mitigation efforts are inadequate and must be increased to flatten the curve.
I think we need a uniform approach, not a disjointed, one state says one thing, the other state says another thing.
With more than half the nation implementing a mix of new restrictions, states like Florida are continuing to reopen. In South Dakota, with a soaring death rate, the governor still refuses to require face coverings.
I'm not in favor of mandating mask wearing. I don't believe that I have the authority to mandate that.
In neighboring Nebraska, nurses have publicly pled for the governor to implement a stronger mask mandate.
I've seen people more sick than I've ever seen in my life, and they just drop so fast.
And by nearly all accounts, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Some experts predict we could see upwards of 400,000 new infections a day.
But the most heartbreaking number is the death toll, 250,000 now gone.
I'm sorry.
Sandra Cornell lost her husband Efren, adored by his children.
He really loved us. We both really wanted to build a family.
Tonight, lives and dreams taken by the virus. Miguel Almaguer, NBC News.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.